Alrighty, g'day everybody, it's the Doga, and welcome to the 5th annual Be a Good Doga Christmas special of what I'm getting for Christmas this year. Like last year, this one's entirely about AC/DC, so this is a big collection update. So, let's start off. We have an LP of TNT, excuse me. This is the 1977 reissue, on the blue Albert's label, but with no kangaroo. Doesn't turn up very often online, this one, at a decent price, but when it does, it's a good listen. Only a couple of LPs this year, and we also have one of Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. This is also the non-kangaroo blue label edition. Probably around late 1977 or early 1978, this one is. A bit harder to find as well. Excellent. Now, I have 145 single from 2008. We have Rock and Roll Train and War Machine on the B-side. And this is the top opener. As you can see, this is the big hole version. And of course, side 2 here. Anyway, that's it for the vinyl. Now we move on to a big stack of CDs. Let's see, we have one copy of TNT here. This one is the 1992 Sony reissue. This is not the counterfeit. There is a counterfeit of this which corrects the error with Rock and Roll Singer. If you see that version, you know it's a counterfeit. If you see it without the roll part, then you know it's the real version. Anyway, I have another copy of TNT. This one is the rare 1994 EMI version, which also doesn't turn up very often. It's nice to have one of these from that set. Anyway, we have an International High Voltage. This is one of the digipacks from the 2003 set, although for some reason this particular one doesn't have the booklet. So I'm not so sure where this is actually from. Actually, on the back of the digipack, I think it says it's Argentinian. So it's from Argentina, this particular copy. Bit of an oddity. Alright, now we once again move on to Dirty Deeds. Once again, we have the 1992 edition on the Sony label. And I have another copy of Dirty Deeds. Again, this is also the 1994 version from the EMI label. These were issued the year before the picture discs came out with the remastered sound. Very hard to find those ones. And I have another copy of Dirty Deeds. Only this one is the 2002 version, as seen here, Festival Mushroom Records. It's otherwise identical to the 1995 disc, if I could just open it here. And here is the disc itself. And also from the same set is Let There Be Rock, the real version of Let There Be Rock. And this is also the 2002 version. These are not easy to find, but I've done what I can to find them for Christmas. And here we have the Back in Black Dual Disc Edition from around 2004, I think it was. Of course, there's the content on the back. I've been looking for this particular one for a long time. I believe that's the regular booklet from the regular CD. And of course, the disc itself is there. Next is a copy of Blow Up Your Video. This is from the 2003 set, but this is also reissued from around 2005. Again on the Festival Mushroom Records label, as you can see here. Otherwise, the artwork is largely the same as the Sony BMG releases that came out the year later. Next up, are you ready? That's right, are you ready? This is, of course, the CD single from 1991. Just gently pull it out of this. And oops, that's upside down. There we go. Also not very common to find, that one. And I managed to finally get the Ball Breaker from the Australian Tour box set that I showed off back in September with the Angus Devil artwork. Finally managed to track this one down a little while ago. Finally I had it back in September. But I have it now. And also in amongst here is the white logo version of Black Ice from the 2008 issues. I do have the yellow one eventually. I haven't picked it up yet, but I do have it soon to be picked up sometime in the new year. Well, I'll have all 4 logo variants of that. Now we've got ourselves a couple of unofficial ones here. Sourced this one from the United States. Bit of a strange one, this one. The Complete African Acetates Collection. The authenticity of the material on this is rather questionable, and I'm yet to even play it, so it will be interesting to see what's actually on this, or whether this is all just fan-made nonsense. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, we have another CD in here. We have In Rock We Trust, The Rarities. This is basically a reissue of a well-known bootleg from the 1990s. As you can see by its original title on the back here. And of course we have the disc here. And we also have another surprise. I bet no one knew that this existed in an audiobook form. I do have the book, of course, but I randomly found this. I'm like, I have to have this. I never thought I'd ever find an audiobook of the Maximum Rock and Roll biography. And all the discs are inside here. As you can see, there's a multitude of discs. Don't know if I'll be showing them all, so let's just that. See what, 14 discs, so definitely got to be careful with that. And we have a couple of books. We have this one. This is, of course, the very first AC/DC book from 1982, written by British rock journalist Malcolm Dome. I had seen this available once many years ago, but I never bothered to buy it, but now I do have it. And the last item for this year, I'll just show it here. I believe this is either the American or European Fly on the Wall tour program. I think this is 1986, so this must be the European version. Also not a common item to find, but it's out there. But that is it for this year's video, and that is it for my videos for 2025. Be sure to leave a like, comment on what your opinions are down below, and subscribe if you haven't done so. But until next year, this is Be a Good Dogger saying, everybody have a wonderful Christmas. Don't cause any family arguments. And if you're married, don't cheat on your partner. And I shall see you in 2026. Bye-bye.